Okay, that might not have got picked up on.
No. What'd you say?
Oh.
Did you say penis?
I might have done.
Of course you did.
But you just said it.
Well.
Thank you.
Wait. Should I have this Audacity recording right now?
No.
Not now. I'll tell you when.
That's fine. I'm starting to panic there. I was like, oh no.
No, don't worry. Thanks for asking. I appreciate that because I'm able to answer questions. Kylie never asks them. She just assumes she knows better. It's nice to have a co-host for once who actually wants to know about the process. Yes, it's one of those days where Kylie is literally going to get wound up all the time until we do the Halo thing later.
I have no boundaries for anyone who shows up in chat. I do apologize. This probably won't be child friendly. I will try my best.
We've got to try our best because believe me, look, after all of this day, I've got very minimal amount of time to edit. So if I have to put honks in there as well, then I'm sending the file to you, and you can edit this week.
And my file would just be an hour and a half of me going fuck.
You would literally do that.
I would do that.
You would
of course.
me up. Yeah, thank you. I know you would, and I worry about that, which is why I've never asked you to edit the files.
Pete, have you not noticed I left the microphone in front of your face? I apologize.
I now realise that you have.
So sorry.
Ciaran, this is what I have to deal with every week, mate. I'm always
sorry.
playing second fiddle to Kylie's ego.
No.
But you know what, Pete? What would you do without her?
It's true. Well,
She's the yin to your yang. The yin to your yang, Pete.
That is very true, actually. Like, we might agree a lot on quite a lot of things, but we are very yin and yang. Hello, Nana. Hello. Bueno, Brent.
Hey, the gang's getting
Is the
here.
Pete showing up?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got a wild Nana and a wild Brent.
Yes.
Not so wild anymore because I just caught them.
Yeah. Gonna catch them all.
Yeah, we're not covering Nintendo today.
You're not covering
Is Nintendo? Is that tomorrow?
No, that's Tuesday, I believe.
I am so excited.
I know. I will very much look forward to that. So, have to make a couple of people where you may see some light out of the corner of my picture. I got the football on in the background, so I can keep an eye because England. Yeah, fun.
Well,
Scotland, Pete.
I know, and I'm really looking forward to the game against you on Friday.
Brett says, I have a few things to do on the Xbox this morning, then I'll put you on the big screen for the big stream.
Oh, big screen for the big stream. I love that.
It's a bit extreme.
Thank you, Brent. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
At least one of our fans appreciates what we do.
I think all of our fans do, and we appreciate you guys. And oh my gosh, chat! Is anyone excited as I am?
And can you let us know if levels are good?
Oh yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Most people have forgotten the Euros are happening until they're on.
Oh my gosh, except for yesterday. That was scary. And
I don't want to talk about that. That was horrible.
Yeah,
I hope they get fined.
What, the broadcasters?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It wasn't nice, to be honest.
Look, as a journalism student, and yes, Ciaran, you as well, you're taught right in.
Yeah,
you can't do that. You can't.
It is not. Yeah, that is not ethically sound.
Nope.
Yeah, I agree.
Nope. So yes, Nana. I am for after Xbox. Okay.
He's talking about the Square Enix presentation.
Oh yes.
Final Fantasy 16 probably will be there, Nana. I'm gonna say.
That's the rumors, anyway.
Yeah, I think I saw on Twitter that he said that he was pretty annoyed that they'd announced a couple of things, but he didn't think that Final Fantasy 16 was going to be there. If I'm right, if I'm wrong, tell me. But I do think Final Fantasy 16 will be there in some capacity.
Don't forget the future game show at midnight. Well, it won't be our midnight, but yes.
Well, it won't be a future game show. It'll just be a present one then.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. And the fact that both of you are like literally rolling your eyes just meant I've succeeded.
I'm sighing in disgust.
It's certainly not the worst pun I've heard. That award goes to that game of Jackbox
Oh,
we played the other
Whiplash,
night.
yeah.
That one, the
The
pros.
pros and
Oh,
cons.
Oh
That was
my
so
God,
good
yeah.
and
it
bad.
was-
So good and
Oh.
bad. Oh gosh.
Oh.
Oh, hey, Jordy.
Yo.
Hey!
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I'm going to focus.
Yeah, I really hope that you're not actually driving a train right now and typing messages on Twitch.
I
That
don't
was ended,
think
Jordy.
I'll just went silent for a second. Just like, wait, you're not.
Am I driving
Say
a
that, you
train? I need to
It's
check.
Yeah, you two, you're currently driving the hype train towards Xbox.
Woo! Hype train!
Again, Pete, I told you I can't help it. That I woke up in this shirt.
I love
It's
that.
just,
That's
it's
so
here.
good.
Yeah, we
The
reckon
Xbox
that,
fairy visited you.
Like,
we reckon Phil Spencer broke into your house overnight and just put it
Yeah.
on you.
it did. It's because today is Christmas, really.
It is. It really
And
is.
Father Phil, broke into my house and bestowed upon me this shirt.
Oh yes, of course. No, yeah, I forgot that they had even said about the FF Origin game as well, or the fact that
Oh,
it didn't.
yeah, that's right.
Eidos' new game. I worry about what Eidos' new game
Would,
is.
uh, would Square Enix be the ones? Because there's rumours going around there's going to be like a XCOM style Avengers game coming out. And I know that
To
Square
do with
Enix are
Guardians of the
probably
Galaxy, I believe.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if that'll be them
Yeah,
or not.
it's very possible. I'm gonna watch it after obviously everything that we do tonight because
Yeah.
I'll need something on in the background whilst I'm spending hours editing on end.
Because I'm going to say so many bad things.
Please don't. I really
I'm
hope
trying
you
to
don't.
be
I
good.
really
I
hope
am.
not.
I'm trying.
So, pretty sure that's
Did you hear my chair? Or
No.
this- Oh, the microphone mask set? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Very
We
cool.
will get in touch. We will get in touch with them and just say that it's probably going to go next week for that review. We'll
Yeah.
sort all
I
that
mean,
out soon.
they'll
Anyway.
probably understand being this
Yeah.
week, but
Well, yeah, because we can. What I'll do is I'll probably link to every every project that you've actually done with it, so that you can show the dynamic range of it.
yeah. And so we're gonna give chat 3 more minutes, and then we are going to start this
Yeah.
episode.
Are our levels all good, by the way? Just
Oh,
before we
yeah.
continue,
Kieran,
I did ask earlier, but
say
might be.
something, Kieran.
Oribida do? I don't know the musical things.
that was the most Scottish thing I think I've ever heard come out of your
That
mouth.
was like, I'm sorry, but that was adorable. Okay.
I'm not joking.
In retrospect, I maybe should have done Fish Road. At least I know that.
Oh, yeah.
It's possible, yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay. Nana's asking you a question, Pete.
What do I expect from Capcom tomorrow? A lot of nothing.
Ah, there's Sophie. Hey, Sophie.
Hello, Sophie. Whoop. No, in all honesty, for Capcom, I think that the new Street Fighter character will be revealed. Obviously, I think they'll do a teardown for Akira as well. But we don't actually know who the next character or the final character of the season pass is going to be. So I reckon they'll reveal that. They might show a little bit more of Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection coming to Xbox and PlayStation,
yeah.
I believe.
I think they will show that, yes.
They're obviously showing a bit more of Great Ace Attorney's Chronicle, so I think they might delve deep into one of the cases. Because
That's
obviously
interesting.
it's the first time that anyone in the West has actually seen the game. So I think they'll give a good amount of time towards it. But other than that, I think Monster Hunter Stories 2 will get a feature.
Oh, right.
Monster Hunter Rise will get something. Village DLC for sure. And do you remember that the Capcom leaks that we covered, and they had the that Resident Evil Outrage or codename Outrage?
Yes.
Which is supposed to be like a Switch exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
I think they'll show it.
Right. Okay. All right. I think we're just about. The countdown has begun.
So Mega Man X or ZX related.
He said Z.
Yeah, because most people know it as ZX.
Not
Okay.
Zed.
Right. Let's get to cracking. So
Okay.
we're gonna do our synchronization. So Kieran, this will be where
crap.
you need to start recording.
Okay. Wait. Okay, wait.
So
I'll count you in. I'll count you in to start recording,
okay.
and then what I'll do is I'll do 8 claps. So on a 4 measure. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then on the next 2 4s, you and Kylie will do the same thing. So you'll clap. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you come in 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
It's basically it's a synchronization thing for the editing process.
Oh yeah, I've done it before.
I know.
I was hoping it'd be less complicated than before, but you know,
Yeah.
we move.
Oh, sorry.
believe-
Yeah, it's just I feel like I have to explain
I
it to
believe
everyone. 'Cause not everyone
Ciaran
knows.
was here when I did the terrible, really big mess up and got confused.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Just
why I say now 4 by measures.
super
rather than going-
embarrassing and
Yeah.
recorded for all of eternity.
Okay, no, it's fine. Okay, so we're gonna record. We're gonna start
Okay.
the file recording in 3, 2, 1. Now.
Okie doke.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Good.
I think that was
So-
the time.
That's good.
Okay.
It won't matter because I'll synchronize it later on in the editing. So, right, are we ready to go?
Yes, you've got to count me in.
That's what I was going to do. That's what I was just checking. We're all good. We're all ready. We're all eager. So,
Oh my gosh, so
we
easy.
are going to start the show in 3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome to Rapid Reviews Radio, episode 82. We are feeling the excitement in the, well, I was gonna say in the studio, but we're all in separate rooms, so it doesn't matter. We're all feeling it.
No, we're in a studio. It's just decorated.
Yeah.
differently.
That's right. We're all
Yeah.
in the same studio in different parts.
We're actually just sitting around a big circular table. It's all just got
That's it.
different backgrounds.
Yes, that's it. It gives us
Yeah.
each an individual
Ma-
personality.
There you go. Mine just looks like a bedroom, and that's why I love it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, these are all Zoom backgrounds. Yes.
Yeah.
But we are joined by our, I'm not going to call him a guest anymore because he's been on the show so many times and also he's a rapid reviewer. So, Ciaran, one of our writers over at Rapid Reviews. Say hello.
Hello, lovely people. Welcome to this stream that is number 82. And for joining us to talk about E3 and hopefully you'll stay with us
Yes.
for a certain conference that's happening later on.
Yes.
You know?
But yes, we do need to remember this is also audio as well. So welcome to episode 82.
Yes.
And just before Kylie gets distracted again,
And I will.
she's Kylie. I'm Pete.
Oh, yeah, that. I forgot about us. We're important too, I guess.
Introduce Ciaran first. It's cool, and then just forget about us. It's fine. Whatever.
We're here all the time. You already know us. But okay, to get me focused, I do apologize to our audience. I'm a little distracted today because it is the Microsoft Bethesda showcase. But we're
Yes.
going to
We're
dive
in our
in.
what is? It's my favorite time of the year. It's E3 time.
Yes. And I told myself I would not get excited this year because it has been let down in the past. I just couldn't help it. It just kept building up. And then last night, I couldn't sleep. So I went and just looked at a bunch of Microsoft and Bethesda stuff. But before we get into anything, let us talk a little bit. I think we're going to do some shameless self-promotion first. And then we'll go
Cool.
into Summer Games Fest. Yes, because we want it to be timely and everything. And I have got dust hitting my nose.
Reason why you should check out the video version.
Yeah, great. You see me picking my nose. Yes, so as of today, I don't actually know what the date is, but it's Sunday. So yesterday was the
13th.
Ubisoft. Okay, that. Yesterday was the Ubisoft presentation, and Ciaran did our lovely write-up of that on the site, which is rapidreviewsuk.com. Go check it out. But we're gonna quiz
I'll
Ciaran
link it.
now.
I will put a link in the description so you can have a look at it that way. There may
Yeah.
also be a link with the Twitter post.
So, Ciaran, what were your overall thoughts and feels about this presentation, Ubisoft specifically?
I mean, honestly, Ubisoft are predictable at this point. That's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, we
Mm.
kind of knew what they're bringing. You know, they opened with, you know, the new Rainbow Six, which they kind of already teased for. It was nice. It was good to see. It's, I want to say different, but I suppose might circle around back to Ubisoft again later. But yeah, it's like, you know, just announcements for the live service games, updates coming out, you know, DLC. But funnily enough, the one thing I actually really liked about the show was Rocksmith.
Right?
I don't know.
I'm really looking forward to talking about Rocksmith actually, because
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people are like ragging on it, but jeez,
Oh no, I think
there's
it's
so much ridiculous technology involved
yeah.
in this
Yeah.
package. I'm really excited for it,
Yeah,
especially
it's just,
you know, being an ex-bassist myself, like
Oh.
a failed one at that. The fact that you can learn bass on this might actually make me want to pick up a bass again and relearn.
Oh, that's good. That's very good.
I don't know. I don't know why people weren't down on Rocksmith.
Yeah, I didn't realize there were people feeling that way. And Nana in the chat says Ubisoft gets an F minus for not trying at all. I will say some people like predictability and they find a comfort in that, you know. Here's what I will say. They are cowards for changing it from Rainbow Six Quarantine to Rainbow Six Extraction.
Yeah, I agree.
Cowards! I actually do want to play that.
So do I. I think Quarantine was a better name, to be honest, but I think they sort of panicked because of what's happened the last year.
Yeah.
I
don't blame
could
them.
even just they could have even just done like Rainbow Six Containment or something. You know, it's the same.
Containment would have been a better
idea.
game than Extraction.
Yeah.
A better name than Extraction for sure. Because Extraction sounds so generic.
It sounds like Surgeon Simulator.
But the game does look really good, though. I think it looks epic. It's really weird though. They've got like a 6th year of Siege going on, and then this whole new experience like that's happening. But I guess like they're trying to hit two different niches, it's like player versus player with Siege, and
that's what
co-op
PvE.
like co-op PvE like on Extraction. Which, to be honest with you, that's been the biggest stumbling block for me with Rainbow Six is actually the PvP. So being PvE, I might actually want to get into this a bit more.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm definitely looking forward to that one. And then, dadgummit, what is it called? The Riders. Thank you. I cannot keep that name in my head. When it was first revealed last year, I was completely not so excited about it.
Yeah. I was on board like that.
Ubisoft
Forward in September when they announced Scott Pilgrim versus the World and all that sort of thing. I was watching that Riders Republic then, and I was like, "This looks kind of cool." Now they show gameplay of it, I'm like, "This is not so cool."
I'm still hoping. And things, but Ciaran, what were your thoughts on Riders Republic? Which I just cannot keep that name in my head. But...
See, I was watching it and see the kind of they showed off the competitive team modes. I thought that was a really interesting spin for that type of game.
Yep.
Actually, having like head to head, like it's basically like a stunt off, if you will, against other players. It seems really cool. But I've never really played anything like that. I think I played a bit of Steep, not to any length or degree. Tony Hawk's, never played Tony Hawk games before. So see that kind of style of game. I'm just never really been into them, but
fair enough.
They're really fun.
It looks pretty. Yeah, it looks pretty chaotic though.
Well,
like the bits at the end.
It's fun with other people. Not quite as fun on your own. I mean, it can be. Depends on your play style, but I'm just a competitive person. You know, I can.
Sure. Yeah.
I like to trash talk my friends and then beat them.
That sounds like you. I'm not sure about this. I worry that they're like with this game, like they've got so many different extreme sports in there. Obviously, you got like snowboarding, downhill, mountain biking,
I like that.
Paragliding, all that sort of thing. I worry that they're gonna, it's not gonna be as tight or as focused as like one extreme sport game like an SSX or something. They're gonna dilute themselves and cause a problem that everything doesn't feel quite as as polished as everything else.
Yeah.
By having all these different extreme sports in there. If they were focused on 2 or 3, and then maybe for a Riders Republic 2, they expanded the scope, that could have been a better way to go, I think. But at the moment, I can't make any judgment because it's not out, so we'll have to wait and see once it's out and people have got their hands on it what the general impression is.
Yeah. We'll have to get a Rapid Reviews team going.
Well, it sounded like a few of them already wanted to review it, so
yeah.
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 I think there might be a will for that one.
Oh, it's like wheel, what? And then I was like, oh, you mean will. WHEEL.
Yeah. Wheel spin.
I have all the will in the world. But and actually, if you caught our Friday night mental health stream, we did a like a playthrough multiplayer of Jackbox TV. If you watched that and loved it as much as we loved playing it, let us know, because I know I personally want to pursue that more going forward.
Yeah, I was going to say, ever since Friday night, someone who is usually like not into social functions whatsoever, Kylie has not shut up about it. So it clearly left a lasting impression.
I got to say things, bad, dirty words in public.
On stream.
As soon as Chloe said, just say, "Oh no, it's no limit here." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, because I went
Okay.
tame with my first couple of answers.
did.
I was
So
like,
did I.
So tame, so tame.
I know, I
That
just
is
heard you in the audience. You were like, wow, that is so bad.
But then Ciaran
Oh,
got
man.
like audience favorite or whatever with his
Yeah.
naughty, his very naughty one.
Oh, yeah, which we can't repeat on this show.
Oh yeah, keep it PG here.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
PG-13
So-
at least.
So, yeah, the rest of Ubisoft, let's carry on, shall we, I
Yeah.
guess.
Go to Summer Games Fest. Pete, do you
Well, I
wanna-
was thinking mainly
Oh.
like some of the stuff for Ubisoft. So, what did we
okay.
think of the trailer for Far Cry 6? I know they obviously revealed like lots more
Yeah.
stuff recently.
Yeah,
But that
yeah. I
trailer
said,
is-
yeah, I said that in the article as well, which made me should go check that out, people. But yeah, I think it was really good because the emphasis they had in the show for Far Cry 6 was about the essence of Far Cry, which they feel is the villains, and I think that does make a lot of sense. I never really thought about that before.
yeah.
The villains really do make them.
Oh yeah.
And I've not really played a Far Cry all the way through since 3,
Mm-hmm.
but when I have played them, the thing I do think of is the villains.
Oh yeah.
So I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I was like that makes sense. And then they showed off the season pass content for Far Cry 6, which is all you get to play all the villains in what appears to be their own personal little purgatory,
I'm
and that looks
Kind
really
of-
good.
I'm kind of annoyed that that's a season pass exclusive thing though, because I really
Yeah.
want to just play that rather than Far Cry 6.
I have to agree with chat. Sophie says I was disappointed with Far Cry
It's in.
5. What?
Sorry, England have just gone 1-0
Oh
up.
my gosh. Okay. I was disappointed with Far Cry 5, but 6 has drawn me back into the franchise. Yeah, the last Far Cry full game I played was Far Cry 3, and then of course Blood Dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the fact that Far Cry
Blood-
3
Blood
Blood Dragon
Dragon's
is coming
great.
as part of that purchase as well for the season pass.
Yeah.
Like,
I tried a little bit of 5, and I tried a little bit of 4. I don't know. It just didn't grab me, so I have to agree.
okay, so
Oh yeah, Far
Sophie has
Cry
put in the
Primal.
chat. Yeah, Sophie has put in the chat. I was disappointed with Far Cry 5, but 6 has drawn me back into the franchise. It's like Far Cry Primal. It was rubbish. They had their fair share of successes and failures. I agree with that. Far Cry Primal was awful.
Primal confused me, which is not difficult to do.
Is it any wonder that they actually just completely skipped over that when talking about all the other Far Cry games?
Yeah, because that was weird. Plus, you kill an elephant.
Oh, yeah, mate.
I don't
It's a spin-off, Pete. We don't talk about spin-offs. Simple as that.
Not unless the spin-off was successful.
Right, exactly. Then it says, did they do a normal trailer for Far Cry 6? Because the one there was just another cutscene.
It was just a
Yeah.
cinematic trailer.
Yeah,
Like there was no
cinematic, yeah.
gameplay, no nothing. But it's obviously their big focus this time around. Once again, is on the villain, and the villain is Giancarlo Esposito. So huge name. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're going to focus on that quite heavily. They obviously did during Summer Games Fest as well, which we can go into a bit more detail
Oh,
about
look at that
soon.
segue. Yeah, exactly. Sophie says Far Cry 5 was too repetitive, but 6 has brought it back. Yeah, that's the thing that is my chief complaint with all of the Far Cry franchise is it's the repetition and the especially Far Cry 3 with the constant respawning of enemies in the same place you literally just cleared out. It just defies logic and it's frustrating. And it's always been a beautiful franchise, graphically speaking, but the gameplay always just kind of
Gameplay doesn't change a lot in between game to game. It's very much the same Ubisoft, because I've now heard it.
Yeah, they were saying it.
Yeah. So
Ubisoft.
it's the Ubisoft formula that seems to have gone throughout the vast
Yeah.
majority of the
It's 'cause they
games.
make
Like,
a joke.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing, Pete. Yeah, like every game.
Watchtower, clear out an area. Let's get more of the map
Yeah,
unlocked.
because again they brought out what was it 3 games last year? We got Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs, and also Immortals: Phoenix Horizon.
Yeah, and they're all very similar, weren't they?
Yeah, like Assassin's Creed and I'd say Immortals actually had something that made them fun to play and interesting. But I remember trying to play Watch Dogs and I just couldn't get into it.
Oh yeah.
Fair
I
enough.
just couldn't get into Watch Dogs at all.
Look, I was really excited about Watch Dogs, like the first game when they first showed it. Like, obviously that trailer is now a red herring.
Yeah.
But like I tried to play 2 and I absolutely couldn't stand it. So I never even looked at Legion as like being a thing I even wanted to play. So
I do like that you can play as grannies.
that is kind of fun. That was the only thing that excited me about that whole game, was the fact that you could build up a team of complete randomers.
Just grannies. I just love that. But I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of surprised me as well, because the concept is, I love the idea of it, but I just couldn't, it didn't grab me. It just didn't grab me.
Yeah. I think for me, it's the execution. It's not executed very well. It just still feels like a very typical Ubisoft game.
Yes.
Honestly, I would say with Watch Dogs, I think Watch Dogs 1's the best one. Even I think that's I really enjoyed Watch Dogs 1. Everyone's like, why did you enjoy Watch Dogs 1? It was bad. I was like, what's this all? It was cool. You could dress up as a mafia guy. The whole Chicago setting and all of that. Yeah.
They did really well with that also, because there's a YouTube video out, and I think it was Danny O'Dwyer that did it, where it had the gameplay on one side, and then they were actually following the streets and everything, and just the mapping of it was just so well done. Yeah.
I will say that's the good thing that Ubisoft usually do, is their worlds are very detailed. They're very like exploratory.
Yeah.
It's that overindulgence of map markers. It's always the worry for me. It's like, okay, I unlock one new section and 20 different markers are going to come up. Oh, I've got so many
that,
like, ooh. Anyway, let's move on, because Assassin's Creed or Odyssey, was it, or whatever this one? Valhalla's this one. Sorry.
Whatever this one is.
What? No, because I was going to say Origins, then Odyssey, and then to remember it's Valhalla. So okay, Valhalla.
Yeah. Black Flag.
No, I know that one was 4. That was a long time ago. So they confirmed obviously new DLC going into a second year, which is obviously very unusual for the Assassin's Creed franchise. So Ciaran, what do you reckon of that?
I think if it was going to be any game, it would be this one, really, because Origins kind of kickstarted this whole kind of witchery RPG style of Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah.
And Origins was very good template. Odyssey, I remember I stormed through Odyssey. I loved Odyssey to bits, just because I love ancient Greece. But
it really
was a bit
came out
big.
of nowhere. Odyssey did. It took everybody by surprise, and
I think so.
It ended up being quite a high quality, good game. Very good.
Yeah, it was brilliant. But then people complained about the size of the map. But if anything, I think Valhalla is far bigger. I got Valhalla when it came out, and I only finished it like a few weeks ago.
It's a huge game.
It's so long and so big, but the story's so good. There's so many. I'm a geek for philosophy, and there's so many different philosophical things about it.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not going to spoil it in case anyone's not played it, but play the story. It's great. But the fact that we're going into a second year of content for Assassin's Creed is good, not only for Valhalla, because Valhalla is a great game. I want to play more of it. but also it'll probably give them more time to plan out the next one, rather
That's
than
my-
that yearly release cycle.
Right.
That was going to be my next question. Do you think that obviously there's going to be no Assassin's Creed game this year now because one, they haven't announced it, and two, they've got a second year's worth of DLC for this?
Yeah, I think it makes sense for them to skip. Given the size of Valhalla and the amount of stuff they can bring to it, again, we've got Ireland just came out. Paris will be this summer at some point. Imagine it'll be like next few months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine, and that looks really good.
Yeah.
And again, Odyssey, their DLCs can explore the mythology, and it looks like from the teaser we got, we're going to delve deep into the Norse mythology a bit more, which is what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Now, I don't expect you to know, but is there any way that I can just play that DLC without buying Valhalla?
I bet that's not.
It's a no from me.
I know. I just don't want to have to buy Valhalla to play that what could be really good DLC.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It could be on Game Pass by that point, so we'll wait and see on that one.
Well, there
Yeah,
you
that's
go.
another thing. I think a few people were expecting Ubisoft Plus to announce it's joining Games Pass alongside EA Play.
Yeah.
Nah,
It's
if
like
it's gonna happen,
it's a
it's
bit
happening on
far-fetched.
Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
I think
That would be good.
Microsoft would hold all the cards to that one, and they would want to reveal it at their own show if that was the case. It's kind of like how a lot of people think that xCloud or Game Pass is coming to the Switch, and they'll reveal it at Microsoft's. Nah, it'll be at Nintendo's because they'll have the control over that one. If it happens, like I said, if
I mean, that's the thing. At this point, Phil Spencer is Thanos. Games Pass is the gauntlet, and he's
Yeah.
getting all the gems.
Ah.
Yeah.
He's getting them all.
So soon enough, but what? How is he going to snap everyone out of existence then?
Oh, he
Or is he
could.
just snapping games into Game Pass?
I mean that is the threat is that Xbox will have a monopoly
Mhm.
eventually at
Fair
some point.
Yeah.
But
got too much
as
power.
as much as I love Xbox, as a socialist, I can't vouch for monopoly of anything. But let's get back to the games.
Yes, I'm against monopolies as well. But the game's fun to play.
Right, Brent, usually the Discovery tours become free eventually as a standalone game, and I guess that's to do with Assassin's Creed. Yes, because they had that Discovery tour, didn't they? That's coming later this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Discovery Tour said fall for Discovery Tour for Valhalla, but even at that'll be so big as well.
That actually looked kind of cool. I thought that was a really cool resource.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a really good educational tool. Well, it's kind of making it fun because you're technically still playing a game.
Sure.
But given the size of Valhalla again and the amount of historical depth to each area, I can imagine how long it would take you to go through every tour.
Huge.
In Valhalla's Discovery Tour. My God, I even Origins one was daunting, given the size of it. It's just but yeah, really good that they're bringing that out again. But that's the thing as well. That's again what I really liked about the show. It wasn't just about straight games. It was Ubisoft's commitment to educational stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Discovery Tour, Rocksmith again. I think Rocksmith was probably my highlight just because of how different it was and how much time they gave to it. I don't know. I just liked it.
Well, I have one more question, and I'm surprised it's taken me this long to bring it up. What did you think about Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope?
I wish it was on PC or something, because I do love my turn-based strategy games. I love them.
Yeah. I'm surprisingly interested for this.
Mm-hmm.
I've not played Kingdom Battle yet, but I think with this reveal, I think I might actually go and play it now.
Wow.
Well, I've been waiting for. I wanted to play the game, but I wanted to wait for it to go back down in price because Ubisoft games. It's always on sale, but also because they revealed the DLC, which was like a Donkey Kong expansion. I wanted to try and pick up the gold version of it, but wanted to wait until it was a good price for it. But also with DLC, I'm not sure. Like, if I don't like the main game, I'm not going to play the DLC. So it was sort of like a. Shall I get the DLC? Shall I just get the standalone game? I don't know. I wasn't sure. So I might just get the DLC version.
Chat says there's a lot of chat going on now.
Yeah.
Mario and Rabbids looks so good from Sophie. Brent says, I don't know what to think about Mario dual wielding pistols. And then Nana says that Luma Rabbid is a curse.
No, it's cute.
Look, that was one of the things that I looked at and I went, "Oh my god, that thing looks so cool." Because I'll be honest, I'm really interested to see what they do with that whole mechanic because it looks like each one's going to have a very unique special move to do with it. So
Yes.
Yeah.
obviously we saw the fire-based one, which has like raining fireballs down from the sky. There'll be different power-ups for them, and I think it will work really well. But I'm going to go out on a limb here. They did say there'll be some more announcements coming for this one, and I'm putting my hat down that Rayman is coming to this game eventually. And I said it last time, but I'm gonna stick with it. It will happen.
I don't
If
know.
anyone's going to get added to the Ubisoft game, Pete, it's Sam Fisher, because he's never getting his own game.
Oh, imagine adding Sam Fisher to this game. It would be so funny.
God, how many
Uh,
people were disappointed
oh,
yesterday when yeah, it wasn't announced, but I was like, it's dead. It's a dead game.
Yeah, at this
when
point you can't get disappointed. Like, you just got to
yeah,
accept it now. It's
Yeah.
yeah, just accept that the only Splinter Cell content you're ever gonna get now is either Sam Fisher appearing in random mobile games
Yeah.
or a TV show.
or Ghost Recon. Ghost Recon have stolen now as well.
That's very true. Yeah, whatever that Ghost Recon game that they're talking about. God. Yeah, 20 years of Ghost Recon. God. I still
Oh,
remember playing
gosh.
Advanced Warfighter and just going, no, this game sucks.
Oh my gosh.
I think Ghost Recon Future Soldier, that was the pinnacle of Ghost Recon for me. Brilliant game.
Probably.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Can we talk about? Nana's brought up something. To be honest, I was more mad that they showed Avatar over Beyond Good
What
and Evil
the-
2.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
of
I'm
course.
gonna be honest here.
Of
What the hell
course.
was that Avatar game all about?
What?
That property is
Did you
dead.
know-
I know they've got
Okay,
movies coming out.
no.
Jesus Christ.
I could have swore that that property was dead. I would have swore that to you. I'm a huge nerd. I'm in this whole nerd thing, like we all are, you know, in this echo chamber. No, apparently there's like people who are nuts about Avatar. And I'm not talking about Airbender, I'm talking about the blue Smurfs.
Yeah, there are people out there who are genuinely excited for Avatar 2,
I've
3,
never-
4, and 5 that are due to be coming out over the next 10 years at some
They
point.
stole so much from Halo that I've never liked
They
them.
did.
So, but I just never got like I love James Cameron's crap. Some of his crap. Okay, I love The Abyss. But and Terminator.
Let's be honest here. Avatar is not very good.
I just don't think it is, and I know we probably got people who love it. You know, listening.
I think
and
it's
watching,
okay. I think it's fine.
I think it's fine as a movie, but to have people be like, there's people like there that are like, they buy little like those real dolls, you know, those little not real dolls, not the sex dolls, the real babies.
Yeah.
They buy them in little Avatar alien babies.
There's some weird people out there in the world. You know,
I can't
that's
say
all we
anything.
need to
I'm a
say.
very strange person, but I'm just more
Yeah,
shocked that this property has
fans.
not
It's a following.
fans, but yeah, a fan base so big that it got a game. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, that's the thing though, right? Did you never play the Avatar game that came out years ago?
Yeah,
I-
it was awful.
Oh, I loved it.
Really?
I loved it.
I
thought it was
never played
amazing.
it.
Fair
Like,
enough.
I was like, I would have been what? I would have been
You
like,
were like 10.
it would have been something like that.
Oh
but I was like
gosh. Oh, dear.
12.
I was
Okay.
taking
I
the
loved
mic there,
it.
but
I
it's
thought it was
probably
okay.
true.
Yeah, I was probably like 12, 13, whenever the film came out. I can't even remember when the film came out. It's been that
I
long.
know, it's
2009, I
Way
think.
long
Like-
time ago.
Like, if it's literally like, builds upon what that game was, 'cause that game was like open world. It was like you get to choose whether you stay human or play, you know, the blue people, and you could actually fly the dragon things you see in the shell. It was cool. It
Yeah.
was fun. And with next gen graphics, like I think the setting could look gorgeous.
Admittedly, the world design does look gorgeous. Like it's obviously utilizing the power of the next
Well.
generation consoles.
And Ubisoft.
And Ubisoft, yeah. But Brent has raised the point. He says, "I think they're trying to steal Horizon's thunder," and I might have to agree.
That's actually very. That is a good point.
I mean, if that
Yeah.
is their goal, it's very much futile goal. That if they're trying to do that.
Yeah, because Breath of the Wild 2 is going to plow over every single one of them anyway.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
All right, let's move away from. Also, I have to address another point: is the Beyond Good and Evil 2 thing.
Yes.
Sorry, the game is
Mhm.
dead. It's not coming back.
I don't want to believe that.
Cause yeah, see, I never came to my mind. Is that out of my mind?
Mm-hmm.
That I went to
Yeah,
Twitter this morning and saw people talk about it, and I was like, oh wait a
Yeah.
minute, that's a good point.
yeah. No, the
Where's
game.
it going?
The game
Where's
is
it going?
dead. Well, look at what happened with Ubisoft last year. Michel Ancel was very much included within those sexual harassment claims, to the point where he has now left Ubisoft and is now working in a sanctuary somewhere in France.
Yeah.
He's quit the game industry, meaning that properties like Rayman and Beyond Good and Evil are going to struggle to make their return at some point.
That's a good
Yeah.
point. Actually.
But I think the fact they've not even addressed it though, very telling as well.
Yeah, but they didn't address Skull and Bones either. That game that's been notoriously delayed far too many times.
I'm pretty sure I saw something about it the other day because I thought that was canned as well, but then apparently I saw it's coming out soon. I was like,
That's
okay.
what I've heard as well, but I worry about the state of that game too. So
I think it's been too long since Black Flag for it to really capitalise in that market.
yeah. So right.
Chat's
So
going
what-
off.
Yeah, that is going off. So Nana has put, yeah, I've accepted it now. Wait, Rayman is dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm afraid Rayman is dead.
Rayman is dead.
Yeah, it's made by Michel Ancel, and they don't want to touch his properties at the moment for some reason. I wonder why. So Brent also put, I was part of the Space Monkey Club, but they haven't had an update in at least a year. That means the game's dead. And then Nana's just put, God damn it.
So
I'm sorry for dashing your dreams,
disappointed,
Nana.
chat, but that's all right because we're gonna move forward. Haha, forward. To the Summer's Games Fest.
Yes, this is the Jeff Keighley platform for him to stoke his own ego even further.
I didn't think it was possible.
I mean, you look at the size of the guy's head, for Christ's sakes. It's just getting bigger and bigger each year.
Have you been following his Twitter?
No.
He is like,
No.
he's been doing some like passive aggressive
Of course he has.
crap against
But-
E3 and stuff. It's like cracking me up.
Well, yeah, because he was part of the E3 coverage, wasn't he? And then
Mhm.
last year said that he was going out on his own because he didn't like the direction they were taking, even though E3
Yeah.
didn't have anything last year.
No.
So he's obviously throwing shade at them. But I
He
find
is,
it
yeah.
quite funny that obviously the Microsoft and Bethesda showcase is clearly part of the E3 coverage, but he's trying to claim it as part of Summer Games Fest, and it's really funny.
I know.
Yeah, I think that's the thing with Summer's Game Fest. Like, I don't think it knows what it is yet.
Right.
No,
I don't
it didn't
think
know
knows
what it was
is
doing
yet.
last year, for Christ's sakes.
Mm-mm.
Because you know there's that subtle confusion. Like, is Summer Games Fest part of E3?
Mm-hmm.
Is it trying to be? Knows?
Is
All
it
we know
trying
is
to
that
be
Jeff's
its new...
there.
Yeah, it's
All we
trying to
know
be
is that
its
Jeff is
new...
there. He's having fun. That's
Yeah,
what matters.
Yeah, he's trying to make a new platform because he keeps saying it was like, oh, the future of game distribution or like presentations and stuff like that. He's
Yeah.
clearly trying to make this more of a thing so it links into like Gamescom and the Game Awards later on in the year. So he has like a seasonal event probably. So it wouldn't
Yeah.
surprise me if one like in a couple of years' time he has like a spring event, an E3 event, like Summer Games Fest basically, and then like an autumn event, and then the Game Awards is like at the end of it that wraps up the whole thing. He's
Right.
probably trying to corner like every single season in the market to try and have something involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of conventions do that.
Yeah, I mean he's already got Gamescom, so that covers some of the Summer Games Fest as well. So you could just have like
Yeah.
a season like E3 to to Gamescom to cover all the way through to there.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I actually want to talk about some of the announcements that were there because
Yes.
they were shite. Yeah.
Well,
No,
some of
I'm
them. There's some good ones. There's some good ones.
no, I'm gonna put it out here because somebody has already mentioned something to do with the game itself, and Nana has put. To be honest, this also gets an F- because they only had the meme of one thing, and I'm not going to say what it is because I'm just
Yeah,
going to mention
we'll
it now.
save that one. Yeah.
No, because I'm going to mention it now.
Oh, okay.
All
They,
right.
Wow.
they rested their entire show on
They did.
Elden Ring, and it failed miserably.
Yeah.
I think
it though?
everything
Did it?
surrounding up until Elden Ring
Well,
was dog shit,
Elden.
and they just dropped the Elden Ring and was like, yeah, we saved our show. No, you haven't.
all the people that were wanting Elden Ring were very pleased. They were hyped, mega hyped.
Yeah, to me, I'm not excited about the game. It just looks like another
Yeah.
Soulsborne, and I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not a Soulsborne fan
Me
at all.
neither. Me neither. And I hate that because it's Miyazaki and George R. Martin, which
Yeah,
to me
I mean,
would be like some kind of visual match made in heaven. Holy crap! Nah, it's a freaking
Yeah, because see, I was talking about this the other day. You know, as much as people are like, oh, it's George R. R. Martin. We've got George R. R. Martin, Game of Thrones guy. The point of the Souls games was always that the story was never
right.
in a piece. It was more
yeah,
subtle and weaved
Right.
in through different parts.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, absolutely.
So it's as much as like you've got George R. R. Martin, it will still be up to the player really to find that story in their own.
Right.
It
Exactly.
depends.
Yeah.
This one might be more story focused, but still doesn't really know. I guess.
Yeah, because
No,
it didn't explore
From
it.
the way it looks, it just looks like again the kind of boss fight after boss fight.
Right.
no.
Similar
What
Your
style.
what it looks
typical
like to me is
Blood
based on
Souls.
based on the trailer alone. I know a lot of the Soulsborne trailers. You know, sorry, I'm gonna call them Soulsborns because they're very similar in nature. Um, this one felt like it had more dialogue to do with it, and it felt like it had more of a pivotal story in there. So I see where the George
Yeah.
R. R. Martin influence definitely is. It's just the gameplay for me just looks exactly like
Mhm.
Soulsborne games. You know,
Yeah.
you're gonna encounter a bonfire at some point, and
Yeah.
you know you're gonna die
That's why I
a
started
lot.
laughing when they did the bonfire. I just started laughing out loud.
Yeah,
'Cause I was like,
I
oh
just
my
looked at it
gosh,
and
really?
I just went, yep, bonfire, bonfire, bonfire. But I mean, let's be honest, the game looks
Oh,
graphically impressive.
yeah,
Yeah.
but they
I
always
think,
do.
and I'm not overly surprised about the sort of medieval setting to it as well, because it's definitely playing into George R. R. Martin's like
Yeah.
wheelhouse there for
Mhm.
sure.
Mhm.
But I've got next to no excitement for this, and to be honest with you, we'd already seen this trailer from leaked images and videos anyway. We knew this was coming. It wasn't a big surprise.
Right. Oh yeah, because we've been talking about it for months.
Yeah, the game was already announced. It's
Yeah.
just it went non-existent for a couple of years, and I think they probably
was
realized
so
that they announced it
excited.
a bit too early.
Yeah, I was so excited when they first announced it, but then
Look, I'm surprised they actually showed gameplay of it. I thought it was just going to be solely cinematic, but they actually infused cinematic and gameplay into it, and I was really surprised by that.
Yeah. I
well,
suppose that's something. Give them
yeah,
kudos
Yeah,
for that.
yeah.
You know, give us gameplay at least.
Do we think this game is coming out in January?
yeah, I could see it. I could see it. You
No.
don't think so?
Maybe.
2 month delay, probably. I reckon it'll come out in March.
I mean, how long will this have been in development by estimates?
When did they finish development on their last game? That was Sekiro, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Which just came out in 2019, right?
Yeah, so it had to have been in
It's been-
development then.
Yeah, I mean, it's been 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
be 3 years since that game was
See, I-
launched,
I
so
think it- I
that
think
would
it'll
make a
come
lot of
out.
sense.
I'd say if
Yeah.
it does get delayed, it won't be a long delay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's why I
Yeah,
said
it won't
March,
be
because
long.
it will literally be a 2 month delay just for bug testing and stuff like that. Because we all know what kind of backlash they get when they release a game that's subpar. Dark Souls 2.
Uh-huh.
Everybody hates Dark Souls 2 for some reason, so
I don't
yeah,
know.
they got really mad about that.
Anyone that likes Dark Souls, they love all of those games like obsessively. That's like
Yeah,
high
so
five
we-
for you.
yeah, we're gonna get into a bit more of the announcements. Obviously, we've had some.
Yeah, chat's popping off again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brent has put. I don't know why Jeff was so excited about it, because he copped what he thought was the biggest reveal.
Mhm.
Yeah, he was like a kid on candy, you know, jumping around in the playground. But no, we all knew what it was as well. It was like, come on.
I know.
We'll go into that. So, Sophie has put so much potential. I don't know for
Is that
myself,
for
to be honest. So
Tales
much
of Arise?
disappointment as
Mhm.
well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brent put Day of the Devs that immediately followed the kickoff was way better. Yes, it was, because it was done by like Tim Schafer and Double Fine.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool.
I like that.
Day of the Devs big reveal at the end was Oxenfree 2. I'm way more excited than that than ER.
Yeah, Oxenfree.
Yeah,
is good.
Oxen. I'm sure Oxenfree 2 was already revealed at an Indies Direct recently, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or at
Yeah,
least
but
it
it
was
think so.
rumored because I remember people
No,
talking
it
Yeah,
about
yeah.
definitely got revealed. It
It was
definitely got revealed.
Okay. I
Yeah.
remember talking about it. But yeah,
Mm.
I'm excited for that. For
Yeah.
sure.
So let's go into some of the announcements, obviously, that were actually at Summer Games Fest because we did get a couple of good ones, but not anything like properly major, I don't think. So I'm gonna put it here because obviously it has been mentioned in chat. 2 Point Campus.
Yeah.
I was excited about this reveal because 2 Point Hospital is absolutely excellent.
Yes. It's right up my alley. It's a building game. But I've said it before. What, Pete?
Yeah, thank. Look, I wasn't the only one to laugh there. Kieran did too.
Yeah, but Kieran laughed. You had the devil look on your face.
No, it was just the way that you said it's a building game. It's
I
like,
like it.
yeah, we already know those.
But well, see, here's the thing, and I said this last time we talked about 2 Point Hospital. 2 Point Hospital is based on a Bullfrog game theme hospital, right? Am I saying that right? Okay.
Mhm.
We didn't have that in good old America. Although we did get some Bullfrog games, for some reason we didn't get that. So
Yeah.
me and my obsessive love building games, love Bullfrog games, never played it, and then I come over here and I had a borrowed copy. Yeah. After I sailed the seas for it. And
Wow, you have made that more obvious than you needed to by saying that. Jesus Christ, Kylie. You could have just stuck with the I had a borrowed copy and you would have been alright.
well, you know. Anyway, I played it. It was awesome. And so then 2 Point Hospital came out, and I'm just like, oh, it's really a very cool update to it. So I am looking forward to 2 Point Campus because I am a building sim dork.
Yes. It was
Speaking of,
disappointing that it was very unfortunately leaked a couple of days before.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
really wish people would not do that.
Oh,
On
they've
the,
been leaked all over the place.
I know.
Because I don't know if you saw, there was a guy who came out, I think yesterday, and has put pretty much what he called a predictions list on Reddit that turns out to be an actual leaked list of stuff, and quite a lot of the
Why?
stuff has already been shown on the list.
I just like why ruin it for people? That's like people
I
who
know,
do
it's so
spoilers.
disappointing.
I hate
Yeah, because like
spoilers.
the annoying thing is that I won't mention the list at all or where to find
No,
it
don't
because
do that.
I don't want anyone knowing what I know already. But Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Light was already on there at the bottom of the list, so it's pretty much coming true already. And the fact that it revealed
Yeah.
the title as well is pretty much prevalent. The fact that he knows some information.
yeah, because there's no way you could guess that title. No,
No.
way
Sparks
Oh,
of Light is
no.
such a weird
Plus,
title for a
Sparks of
Mario and
Light,
Rabbids.
yeah, that.
Yeah, I have to
Yeah.
agree. Oh gosh, yeah. No, don't spoil
But
things for people.
But on the topic of building games and Summer Game Fest,
Ooh, yeah.
Jurassic World Evolution 2.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw a couple of the people on the Discord going quite crazy about that.
Yes.
I love the first one.
Yes.
I just love see that kind of park builder, and with just with dinosaurs as well.
Mhm.
Oh,
And the
sign me
dinosaurs
up.
can attack.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm getting excited.
I was gonna say I can see Kylie getting overstimulated already.
Shut up. Yes. I love Jurassic World Park, and part 2 I'm very excited about as well. And just want all the building games, all of them. Give them to me.
It does look awesome, to be honest. It looks cool. I
Yeah.
didn't play the first one,
You should.
but
The first one
I'll
was
get
good.
round to play it. Is it on Game Pass?
I think it was for it was.
Ah, damn, I missed out then.
It was.
We'll have a look. It might still be there.
I will
lose
have a
track
look.
of
It
what's
might.
on and off.
Yeah.
If
It
it's still on
definitely
Game Pass, I'll download it and give it a
Yeah.
play.
Yeah, it's like I think the problem with the first one was, for me anyway, the maps are a bit too small. I wanted to make my park so much bigger. I couldn't fit.
Yes.
I wanted to get as many dinosaurs in as possible, but I couldn't.
Yes.
So if the maps are bigger,
Mhm.
that'd already be a great improvement, I think. If they had a few more dinosaurs in as well.
Oh, I
Brilliant.
love
Yeah.
it so
Look,
much.
any game that is revealed by Jeff Goldblum, that's it. You know, it's a winner.
Sophie says building games are very relaxing. Yes, I adore building games.
Yeah.
Also,
Brent has also- it was at some point It was at some point, and 3 with games
Yeah.
with gold. Oh damn it! Why did I miss it with games with gold?
That's how I got
Oh
it,
wait,
I
because
think.
games with gold sucks at the moment.
I think that's how I got it.
There's never any good games with gold at the moment because the focus is obviously on Game Pass.
I want
Yeah.
to derail us for just 2 seconds. There is a game out.
Wait. You're allowed 1 minute. That's it.
Okay, there is a game out right now, and if you're part of Rap Reviews, you probably see me go crazy in Discord over it. Power Washing Simulator. I want it so bad. I have never wanted a game more bad than that. And if they bring it to me VR, I'm going to die. Shut up, Pete. Shut up. It's amazing. You have all different kinds of guns. Well, power washing guns, water guns, and all different kind of chemicals. And you get to and it shows your progress. It shows your progress, like before
Sorry.
and after.
Has anyone got a towel and a bottle of water?
What?
Waterboarding? Towel, bottle of water. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's how I feel right now.
I mean, Pete, I did say at the start of this, Pete, we should have brought a shot calls to keep us on track.
Yes, you were right in that call. You definitely should have done. That's your minute. You're not allowed anymore. Sorry.
Yeah, huh? Yeah, but I'm.
No, we're on a tight schedule. I don't need any more of this.
I was gonna say really bad off-color
Oh
jokes.
my god!
Okay. No,
Look,
I
so-
have to stop.
Look, you want power washing simulator so
I
that you can
do.
go power washing during the day, and then when it's dark outside, you can go power
Yes.
washing at night.
I love power washing. I power wash all the time. That's what I do in my free time. This is why nobody will date me.
I'm at the Summer Games Fest.
Yes, what were we talking
Look,
about? Power washing?
No, we were talking about Summer Games Fest.
You can
or
power wash
whatever
in the
you-
summer.
I
Okay.
mean, she's not wrong.
I'm not wrong. It's
Not
true.
wrong. Hey, what?
Why do I have to listen to this crap?
Oh gosh.
Right, so what's next then?
Yes.
What's
Summer
next?
Games Fest.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember. Actually,
Oh,
some of
yeah,
the announcements
you
were
know,
there.
Brent, actually, that's actually a good point. Back to Power Washing Simulator. Shown a little at Wholesome Direct yesterday. What did you guys think about that?
Yeah. Wholesome Direct.
Yeah.
I actually didn't watch it. I forgot it was on.
Yeah, I was
I
that
didn't watch
busy
it
with the
either.
Ubisoft one,
I
and
know. I was actually last night. I was watching a bit of the Devolver one, and to be honest, the jokes got old with that now.
Right. Okay.
Like it was like some of it was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like obviously they're taking the mickey out of the entire industry and how it's gone, and it was quite funny. Like how the whole setup for it was premium pass plus and stuff like that, and like we're gonna charge you get this for free, but we're gonna charge you for the games. It's like this is quite funny. But
Yeah.
the joke did get old eventually, but the games
Yeah.
looked really impressive. Like some of them, I can't remember half of them to be honest. Cause
yeah, there's one I
Devolver have a
watched.
very typical style to what
Yeah.
games they
Yeah.
have.
Not quite
Yeah.
my style, but yeah.
Yeah, there's one I saw. It was like wizards with guns, and that title
That
alone
looked
is
amazing,
yeah.
actually.
It looks almost like Enter the Gungeon mixed with Don't Starve.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I was like,
absolutely,
that's
yeah.
interesting.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it
Yep.
was it definitely was one of those like roguelike that I could definitely see myself getting into because the
Mhm.
setting itself looked really interesting.
Yeah. Brent says Wholesome Direct was great. Over 70 cute indie games in an hour. I have to admit, you
Okay.
know what? Yeah, props to them for that.
Yeah.
The people that did like that do like those games were very happy, very impressed. Chloe streamed it a little bit. I caught just a tiny bit. It was I think it was a good quality, and I think it pleased the fans, which is
Okay.
all you want to do. That's
Well,
the goal.
We may cover it more next week. It's just we haven't had a chance to watch it in such a short space of time. So
Yeah.
over the next week when I'm
Yeah.
off work and away, I'm just going to catch up on a lot of this stuff. So expect a bit more of a comprehensive roundup next week,
I'm
possibly.
Pete. I'm going on vacation with my family. Meh.
I'm not actually. It's my partner going to see her dad. So actually, I'm getting away from my family for the first time in 16
But
months.
that's
Thank you very
also
much.
your family.
Not meant my family. I mean that in all jest, obviously.
Yes, of course. Everyone knows. So were we
So,
talking about summer?
Yeah, I saw in the Summer Games Fest, I think it was Brett that mentioned Anacrusis, that one coming to Games Pass.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Hmm.
I think those style of games, I enjoy them. But if there's one thing I've started to notice, we're getting a lot of them this year. Back for
Yeah,
Blood,
we are.
Anna
Mhm,
Crucis,
mhm.
Rainbow Six, Extraction,
Yeah.
they're all very similar.
Yes.
That kind of
I
Left 4
would
Dead
have to agree.
style.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is where I think Aliens Fireteam, if we'll see that again at E3,
Mhm.
that looks to be the
Mm.
same style.
Yep. I
So
agree.
I think that's the one game genre that for some reason has made that a comeback this year in such a high volume. I don't know why,
Look,
but
I wonder if it's because
I'll be honest. I'm glad. I'm absolutely glad because I think the Left 4 Dead style shouldn't have stayed dormant as long as it did.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
But
yeah.
obviously we kind of got it back obviously with like Vermintide 1 and 2.
oh
But
yeah,
obviously people have
brilliant
seen
games.
that it's profitable and they are good. So I'm glad to see that, Black for Blood is actually a thing. And
Yeah, I think
Purist
yeah.
as well. I'm glad to see it. It's just eventually we're gonna get a problem where the market is going to become so oversaturated with these types of games that we're just going to get bored of them. We
Yeah.
won't want to see them again for a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah.
I think as it stands, I think Back for Blood is king out of all the ones that have been announced
Oh,
so far.
definitely.
100%.
Because that has
yeah,
been made by the people that made
Yeah.
Left 4 Dead. Of course, it's going to be
yeah.
king.
And
But-
with
And
their
it's
complete
the- yeah,
blessing and everything. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the
No,
fact
for
that they've
sure.
got the permission from Valve to actually do the spiritual
Exactly.
successor too, and it's like, yeah, you guys worked on the original series, you got the permission. Let's just give it to you, let's see what you do with this, and if you do have mad success with this, then do another one, and then another one. Like keep it in the
Yeah.
style.
God,
I
those
be
are
fair-
don't
so
see there being
fun. Like party games. I miss that. Like having your friends over and playing Left 4 Dead.
Oh, that was outstanding. I used to love it.
Actually had friends once upon a time. Back
Yeah,
when
me
Left 4
too.
Dead was a thing.
Yeah, I had IRL friends to play
I
it
did.
with.
I had IRL friends once. And it was
Yeah.
fun. That Mario Party.
But it's fine because obviously with the new infrastructure now, we can play it online properly. Like
That's
you know,
right.
so we can
We
get
can
a party
do-
together and we get it together.
Yes, we could do a rapid reviews one.
Kieran, you're in whether you like it or not.
Okay. Whatever you say, Pete.
If I have
Whatever
to.
you say.
Oh, I'm so unhappy about doing this. Whatever
If
you
I
say,
have
mate.
to play multiplayer
Oh,
with
no.
you.
Don't make me play
Oh,
again,
no.
Pete, please.
Oh no! Don't make me play Back for Blood that I'm actually excited about playing. Okay, right. I've got a little bit of a list up of some of the announcements that were there. I want to mention a few of them. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I mentioned this because I know Kylie was gonna absolutely get mad about it. So
Okay, I
see
want
the
it.
look on her face already, and that's it. That's all I need.
I want it to work. I do. God, I hate Tiny Tina. I know. I think she was a product of her time. I still love what's her face, Ash or whoever. Yeah, it's her Ash who does her voice. I think.
I think so.
What you playing, Ash? Is her? Yeah.
Hey Ash, what you playing?
Yeah, that one.
You mean?
I still think she's cool. I like her, and I like anything. I mean, I still like Borderlands. I don't know. I'm mixed. I have mixed feelings about this. I just.
Okay, Kieran, what do you think then? Because you sound a bit more positive at least.
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised. I first saw the trailer because I missed the first part of Summer Games Fest kickoff, and I watched that trailer and I was like, is this an expansion? Is this like similar to the one they'd done for Borderlands 2? And it's like, oh, it's a spin-off.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Andy Samberg,
Yeah.
Will Arnett.
See, that's the thing.
I mean,
That's the
how have they got
thing.
them? How have they got them?
It's because they
I
all
have
know.
But
no
if it's like-
idea.
But I think they're saying how this is more fantasy themed than
Mhm.
Borderlands, which suggests to me that from the Chairs Will sees the character use magic rather than
Mhm.
the whatever it's called in Borderlands again, the siren powers.
Yeah.
So I wonder if there'll be more fantasy style combat then with the guns as well. I think that'll be really cool to actually change up the gameplay a bit.
Yeah.
I think
Uh,
that's important for this to really work as its own
Yeah.
thing. Because if it does feel just like another Borderlands, it might as well have just been an expansion, if you ask me.
Yeah, I agree. How possible is it that Randy Pitchford has nothing to do with this project?
That's a tough one though, because he knows all the celebrity people, and that's how they get the celebrity people.
Yeah, but is it possible that after all the fallout with the Claptrap voice actor, that's why they're able to attract some talent still, because he's distanced himself away from this particular project?
That's actually a very good point. Yeah, that's actually.
It was supposed to be a joke, but it's actually a fair
No, that's
point as well.
actually a good point because he's poison, and they probably were like, we'll sign on to do this if we never have to talk to Randy Pitchford. Don't let him near us.
Let him sign the check. Don't let him anywhere near me.
But let me cash the check
Keep him in his
first.
cage.
Yeah, keep him in his cage.
Look, we don't want to know what happens in that cage. Lots of magic
gosh.
tricks and some disappearing underpants or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
They,
all
probably
this-
just, they keep the light off as well, and they don't want to see what goes on.
Look, just don't put a black light in there.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
I literally just saw Kieran's face wince up there. It was like, ooh.
Oh
Good.
gosh. Yeah.
No.
But a
Yeah,
shameless self promotion. Go find our podcast special on Randy.
Yeah.
Randy Bandy. Randy.
Randy
Pitchford.
Bambi. Yeah, that was the one
Randy.
we had.
Yes.
Yeah, good old Randy.
Randy. Yes.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, the irrelevant. Was it the irrelevant takedown of one Randy Pitchford?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
it
we had
was-
Nana on for that one, and it was hilarious.
Yeah, and that's
It was basically just an hour and a
Unrated.
half of us ragging on Randy Pitchford for
and
no
it's
reason.
unrated, so it's like we
Yeah.
read some of the stuff in full
Any-
detail.
Anyway, so
Yes.
for those who might actually remember the property, because it's an older SNK property, Metal Slug Tactics.
I don't know that one.
Nothing.
No, I don't know that one.
See, I saw the game and I think it looked interesting. I did not know it was something based on something that happened, before. So that's new.
The Metal Slug games are absolutely iconic run and gunners from the arcade days. They made loads. They
Oh,
made a fair few of them as well.
right.
Yeah.
But they are arcade sort of platformers, run and gunners. This is
Yeah.
very, very different to what Metal Slug is.
Oh, so
I've
Yeah,
got
so
no
they've gone from
problem with it.
that
It looks
to-
kind of cool.
Yeah, so they've gone from that to the kind of turn-based style thing,
Yeah.
haven't they?
But the thing is,
Yeah.
there hasn't been a proper Metal Slug game for quite a long time now. So they've got 2 Metal Slug games now in active development. So they've got this, and they've got another Metal Slug game that's coming out for iOS,
right.
which
Not a
has
surprise
health bars, which is something that the series has never had either. So it's gonna be a bit strange.
Right.
I'm not sure where they're going with the Metal Slug franchise at the moment. Hopefully this is sort of like, let's gauge this and see where we're going, so that we can try and get a new Metal Slug like proper,
Right.
basically. But I don't know. I'm still on the fence about this one. The tactics version could be cool, but I'm
Yeah,
so
I mean, I
unsure.
think if you need to look at any example to see that a turn-based spin-off of a game would work, Gears of War, Gears Tactics is honestly great.
Yeah, Gears Tactics is very good.
Gears Tactics was brilliant.
Mhm.
Okay, and if you want to look at an example that doesn't work, Halo Wars.
I have to agree.
Right, now
I have
hold
to
on.
agree.
Now hold on, Pete. Right,
Lol.
I will admit, Halo Wars 2, I've not finished. I couldn't really get into Halo Wars 2 as much.
Okay.
But I think it would have been much cooler to have a Gears Tactics style Halo game than a real-time
Yeah.
strategy.
Yeah.
I probably would have to agree with you there. I think they might have got the wrong developer on
Yeah.
board to actually do that, because they definitely fit too heavily into the old school style of tactical games.
Yeah. But for what it's worth, Halo Wars 2 had a pretty good story, and
Yes.
it finally gave us a worthy successor to the Covenant, who we'll probably see later on today.
I think we will.
Without
Oh,
getting
crap.
too excited.
Yeah,
Oh no.
yeah. I meant an RTS, not a tactical game. Sorry.
The banished.
Yeah, and by the way, I was trolling with the Halo Wars comment more
Oh
so
my
than
gosh,
anything.
I'm dying.
There's 2 Halo fans right in front of me. If I can't troll, then
Yeah,
Okay,
Brent corrected you.
I know, that's why I mentioned
And
it.
while
So,
Jonathan has appeared.
hey, my
Jonathan
mum,
called me
dad,
bro.
and bro.
He called me bro.
Jonathan, you're older than all of us. I can't be
Am
your
I
dad.
dad?
That's weird. That makes me mum then, and I'm like, no.
Oh my
Okay, moving
gosh.
on. The ever customary appearance of Hideo Kojima
Oh gosh.
at a game at Games Fest or Game Awards
Oh
showcased
my
by Jeff
gosh.
Keighley,
Don't even get. Okay.
and
Okay.
the
This one
the
set me
trailer
off.
for Death Stranding director's cut.
Ugh,
This trailer was hilarious. I loved every minute of it, to be honest.
why are
Yeah,
you-
well, I didn't see the full trailer, but it's not like basically like, teasing us saying, "Oh, look, this is
Look,
Metal
this
Gear."
is basically yeah. It's
That's
like
trolled
added
everybody.
loads of
Yeah.
things to do with Metal Gear, and it's like there's a moment where obviously Sam finds a box and he puts it on, and he's like, "No, I'm just gonna put this one back on the shelf."
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay. Like lots of people have speculated that it's like, you know, it's Hideo Kojima acknowledging that he had Metal Gear once before, and it's like I can't do anything with this anymore, so I'm just gonna leave this behind. I think that they're looking a bit too heavily into this, but
Oh,
Death
I
Stranding
definitely.
director's cut. Ugh.
Why is my question? Hideo Kojima had complete creative control over Death Stranding. That was the
No,
deal.
yeah, he
Oh?
did. However,
Okay.
remember that Ridley Scott had complete creative control over Blade Runner, but still released multiple director's cuts of it.
Yeah.
Your vision changes over a couple of years when you've had time to reflect on something. So I think he's looked at certain parts of it and gone, maybe that one doesn't hold up quite so well, or maybe all of this was a bit too true, and I need to scale some of this back because of what's happened in the last
Or
year.
it was just a really boring game.
I'm gonna be honest, I
mean-
couldn't get past the first 2 hours of it. Yeah,
I mean, think of it like power washing sim though, right? You can walk during the day, and then you can come home and do more walking at night.
Oh, yeah.
It
yeah,
fills a purpose.
yeah. I honestly don't think
Power washing
that
simulator
Death
night
Stranding.
edition.
uh,
Oh,
yeah,
sorry. go
I don't think Death Stranding director's cut is a complete cash grab.
on.
Unless they're not going to give us the content for the PS4 version, and they're just going to make people buy the PS5 version for a couple of hours of extra content, that would be a cash grab then.
Yes.
When you mentioned PS5 there, you've just reminded me of something from the Ubisoft one, but we might come back to that near the end. I'll let us continue with this.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that. So Jonathan's put, I am waiting on Death Stranding director's cut, Amazon delivery of the future edition.
Amazon should have sponsored and had an Amazon edition. I would totally do. Bezos totally should have done that.
We
No,
do love
don't
Jeff.
give him more. No, not more money for Jeff.
Me and the
Man-
homies love Jeff.
My
love
name is
Jeff.
Jeff.
I mean, it's
Okay.
fine. I mean, Jeff isn't even on his planet. He's probably on Mars right now.
Oh
doing
yeah,
Oh,
God
let's
knows
not
what.
go into that one anymore.
that was so good. I'm
That
sorry,
was a
but
good-
that was so good. Okay, we're
That
referring
was one of the
back.
good answers.
We're referring back to our Jackbox TV experience. You guys have to join us for the next time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kieran just had some like winners.
Yeah, including one about Jeff Bezos and Martian soil.
But it's true. Think
Oh,
about
yeah.
it. Think about when Neil Armstrong stepped onto the moon. He could have done anything.
That's one small step for man, one giant cum shot for all of mankind.
You said I couldn't be. You said I had to be good. You said I had to be good, Pete.
No, I never said I couldn't.
Oh my gosh. But
I don't care. I don't care.
and yes, Sophie, we cannot wait to play again either.
Mm.
That was so much fun. I
Hey,
haven't
let's
had-
get back on track for this one. shall we?
Yeah.
Okay.
So new costumes for Among Us, and obviously new costumes for Fall Guys.
Yes.
I mean, Fall Guys. I'm just waiting for Fall Guys to come to Nintendo Switch and Xbox because it means we'll get a Mario skin and a Master Chief skin for Fall Guys, and then it'll be complete.
I
Like-
hope so.
I love it.
I hope so.
But Master
Yeah,
Chief
'cause
needs all-
Believe you me, any Mario skin, barring Waluigi, I'm in. I would actually double dip on Fall Guys for that.
Oh goodness.
Why not Waluigi? Pete, does he haunt you?
Nah, Waluigi sucks. Moving on.
He haunts your dreams at night.
No, we had a listener once who tried to wind me up and said that they were going to send me a load of Waluigi merchandise because she knows how much I hate Waluigi. It was quite funny, actually.
Oh yeah, that's early days. Oh my gosh.
That was the very early days, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so Okay, so
I
why
always
is Nier
think. Okay, Sophie says.
why Nier to get a skin over why Nier to get a skin over all other things? Because Nier Automata and Nier Replicant are very popular.
They're very
I
popular.
think as well, like the theme of the current season in Fall Guys is like futuristic, so it kind of meets
Yeah.
that as well.
Yeah, it's possible that too.
I think whenever they've done like the kind of crossover skins, they've always tried to fit a relative theme,
Yeah, because
except
didn't
for
they
the
have
thing they brought
Tron
Godzilla in.
recently?
Yeah, they brought a Tron pack this season.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
that
like
would
Tron
explain a
skins.
lot with that. So what else? I feel like Fall Guys is dead now. That's what Sophie said. Fall Guys is definitely not dead
I always think it is,
by the
but
fact that I
it's.
played it about a week ago
Yeah.
and it's still very
Yeah,
populated.
Yeah.
so that's the thing.
It's crazy.
It's one of those ones. It's one of those ones I can just jump on and have fun. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's fun. Plus, if we can, if
We
when
should
it's
do that.
cross-platform and stuff, if we all just get a custom lobby going,
Yes.
that'll
Ooh.
be.
Oh,
Look,
we need to
that'll
do
be
that.
something.
I know. I wanted to Kylie to buy the game because it was only like 10 quid recently. But that requires you actually starting your PS4, and the last time you did that, you painted a wall.
I did. There's a very long story with that.
Yeah, so we better not sidetrack with that
No.
one. So, yeah, how do we feel about the 2B costume in Fall Guys? I thought it looked a bit horrible.
I mean, it's as good as it'll look on a little bean person.
Exactly.
That's very
exactly.
true, yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
I agree. Sophie has put maybe the hype for it has died. I agree.
yeah.
There was
Yeah,
so much
yeah.
hype when it was on PS Plus that it was
Yeah,
never ever going to really recover from that, I don't think.
Yeah, you look at Fall Guys as like history, right? And it started out people saying, "Oh, Among Us is so much better."
Yeah.
Dead game because Among Us has beat it.
Yeah.
And now both Among Us and Fall Guys in the same spot. Like you know, they're good
Exactly.
Yeah.
games. Just nobody's so hyped over them anymore. It's just
Yeah.
it happens.
I think because there's so many different content updates for them, like with skins and that people are now becoming a bit annoyed with it. It's like,
It's turning
yeah,
into
okay,
Fortnite.
we're bored of this constant rollout of skins like Fortnite does.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
see
can
it.
sort of understand it.
I see it as kind of a Mario Party type game. It's not a
Well,
game
that's
you
Yeah,
that's what Fall Guys is. It's basically
Yeah.
Mario Party, really.
go.
Yeah,
We
it's just
got to
it's a
play.
fun party game. It's a fun party game.
Yeah, I had fun with it for the 2 hours that I played it for that week that I barely had internet. So, which was fun. Right. So they showed off some Overwatch 2 stuff apparently.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very loosely showing off some Overwatch 2. It's just more skins and you
That
know
was
the
it.
we're doing 5v5 now, which is fine, you know, like but like when's it
Wow.
coming out? When's it coming
Wow,
out?
you've gone from 4v4 to 5v5. Wow, really utilizing the power of that next generation
Yeah.
console. Oh Jesus.
And they added like one color to Sombra, which is my.
Oh my
main.
god.
They add a little pink thing to the side of her head.
I know this game is also coming out on PS4 and it's going to have cross-play, cross-progression, all that sort of thing, but I think they're hamstringing themselves by actually having all that come into Overwatch 1 as well.
Well, that's the thing. They need to. I don't know. I'm surprised. Okay, here's point blank. I'm surprised. I mean, that they even are coming out with Overwatch 2 because Blizzard came out with WoW. And then they did an updated WoW, yes, you know, like 5 years later, I think, 4 or 5, with the newer.
Like WoW Classic.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm saying they went with the original WoW Classic and then updated the graphics and then came back with WoW Classic. So I kind of thought they would use that same business model for Overwatch, and they announced Overwatch 2 like 3 years ago, back when I was actually playing Overwatch.
Yeah.
And it's like, but you keep updating Overwatch. Why don't you just do that?
Yeah, like
Go here.
Oh, okay, thank you. Right, yeah, I think Overwatch is that game when they announced the second one, it felt the same way like I felt when they announced the Destiny 2.
Yes.
Destiny's a live service game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones that thrives on not so much updates like expansions as well.
That's exactly.
Overwatch could have just been that. It could have been Overwatch and then just add on and add things in, take things out maybe if they need to, like Destiny's done. And then so that and the fact that Overwatch 2 I feel every time they announce something, it's so small, so minuscule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so what's the point even announcing
Pointless.
anything like
Yeah.
that? Just wait till you've got something substantial to keep the hype train up for it,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
rather than
I
just drawing it out.
absolutely. I agree with you on the expansions. They definitely should have gone with like Overwatch something rather than Overwatch 2 and just gone, right, if you've got the base game, then this is a DLC add-on, like expansion pack, then we're gonna add 5v5 mode, story-based content, like and all that sort of thing. And people would be like, cool, I'll pay 20 quid for this or
Oh
30
yeah.
quid for this,
Well,
rather than I'm gonna have to pay 60 quid or 70
thinking
quid
of
for a game that hasn't really done much improvements from the last game.
well, think about all the people that are crazy about WoW, and every time they come out with an expansion for that, people will go and they will spend money on an expansion.
Those
You know,
expansions are absolutely massive,
they are
aren't they?
massive. Yeah.
So you're not surprised that people go and spend 20, 30 pounds on that.
Right.
Like this, I'm worried that people are just going to turn around and go, no, I'm not willing to spend 60, 70 quid, especially with it going on to the PS5 and the Xbox Series consoles. It's going to be a hard sell for people to want to slap down 70 quid for this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay,
For
so
sure.
one of the last games that was shown, apart from Elden Ring, obviously, was Evil Dead, the game.
Oh yeah, it was, wasn't it?
This looks fun.
I thought
It
I'd
does,
be more excited about
yeah.
it.
You know,
Yeah,
it looks weird though. It looks a bit like, you see, it reminds me a lot of Dead for Daylight of all things.
I think it's very much
That's actually
based on Dead by Daylight in some
Dead by
way.
Daylight, yeah. Sorry, apologies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does have a
That's-
lot of influence for Dead by Daylight, but for sure. But the only thing that worries me about this is if you are an Evil Dead fan, then you're gonna just revisit a lot of stuff from like the movies.
Well, that's
Yeah.
yeah. That was my thing. Like I thought I'd be more excited about it because I really do love the whole Evil Dead franchise and what's his face?
Bruce
Ash.
Campbell.
Bruce Campbell. I adore Bruce Campbell.
I know. Look, they even said it on some game sets. Then narrated by Bruce Campbell.
Yeah. And I don't know why. Like it was just like it was bad. Almost, it's not mocapping, obviously, but bad reproduction of the movie. Does that make sense? Like,
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they wanted to include all these iconic areas and iconic moments from the film, but they're just not
Right.
quite the
They're not
same as
quite-
they are in the movie.
Yeah.
yeah. That's So for me, it was just like
Mhm.
I could just go watch the movie.
Yeah.
I think that's where kind of these movie tie-in games stumble.
Mm,
They rely so heavily on nostalgia and
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
you know that to make their
yes.
game. Well, just make a good game. But I think that's where Ubisoft's Avatar is going to go differently. I
Mhm.
think they're actually going to try and make something that's different and unique and
Absolutely.
actually plays well as a game.
Mm.
I have
We've
to.
got a great comment here,
Yeah.
by the
Okay.
way. So Jonathan has put Microsoft better have a narrated game by Ciaran or I riot. But seeing Pete's real time reaction on stream is my favorite, apparently.
Yeah, that's
What?
why Pete's gonna be the emojis that when we get enough subscribers to unlock it.
Let-
His reactions
Let's be
are
honest.
the best.
Yeah, I'm quite animated when it comes to my reactions. You might see
That's
it
the
later if
Pete
something
emojis.
hype happens.
Oh, don't get me excited again.
You say something hype's going to happen, Pete. We've got Halo coming up, and maybe even Starfield if we're lucky.
Yeah, just
if we're
remember,
really lucky.
I know,
Starfield's
but remember,
coming out,
I'm not as big a fan of Halo as you guys are, so I'm looking for something that's gonna tickle my fancy a little bit more. And I was gonna say something a lot ruder there, but I decided not to.
Halo's
I was going to
definitely
throw up a few more suggestions your way, but I'll save that for a
Yeah,
pre-
we'll do that on the pre-show
pre-stream.
that we'll do later.
Yeah.
But
I can't
did-
wait.
was there anything? I was just thinking if there's anything else you wanted to talk about in terms of Summer Games Fest. Apart from there was like Blood Hunt, Planet Lana.
Prime Matter.
Blood Hunt, yeah.
Sorry,
Prime Matter, the publisher. They announced.
Prime. Oh yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then they had quite a
They-
few games under their belt apparently.
Yeah,
The ones
didn't
that
they
were
also?
coming under that jurisdiction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, didn't they also announce that there was a new studio forming as well? I can't remember what that was.
Yeah,
Somebody announced that.
It was
Deviation.
the old, That's the one, yeah. It's the
Yeah.
guys
Aviation
that were
games, and
the old guys from like the COD franchise have formed
Yes,
their own
that's
new
it.
studio, which I'm quite excited about that actually.
It's interesting to see where they'll go with it, especially since they're part of PlayStation. We know PlayStation's prerogative is blockbusters, so
It's going to be a blockbuster game of some sort.
Yeah.
that just said that in the show as well. Like, I was sitting watching that, I couldn't help but laugh because I just like they're not trying to hide the fact. Yeah, we just want
Yeah.
big games all the time.
Yeah. Do you think with that studio then they're going to have with their remit being first person shooters, they're gonna have a first person shooter of some sorts, or will it be a third person, story driven game
You,
with
you
shooter
see,
elements?
you'd think, it's safe to assume that a studio would stick to what they know, but I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to think of an example. There has been many studios that have like, or people have broke off from a studio and made their own
Mm.
and something completely different from what these two have
Respawn.
done. That's it.
And whoever
Yeah.
did ukulele.
Platonic.
Thank you.
But
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what they've got. But as an Xbox player, obviously it won't really matter to me what the game is because I won't be able to play it. Probably because
Yeah,
PlayStation.
I mean, bearing in mind at this rate, I'm probably not going to be able to play it because I can't find a PS5 for love nor money.
Yes, I can't either.
Even to the point where I got tagged in another Discord the other day 3 times in the space of a minute because there's a stock that went up. They were like, Pete. It's like, yeah, they're gone.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can't get a PS5, Pete, I mean, a Series X is a good alternative. Not even a good alternative, a better option.
I'm due my upgrade via the All Access program next month, so I will be on the Series X. And yes, I'm going for Series X, not Series S.
I want.
Yeah,
one
my
so
friend
bad.
gets Series S and he's struggling with his storage space. It's
All
funny.
right.
I have seen a lot of people turning around and going, "I really wish I would have got the X. The S is amazing.
Yeah.
I just wish I would have had that extra bit of memory in there."
Because I got mine early because I pre-ordered mine when the things first went up.
Yeah.
And I was I was like, oh, well, I get the S. It's cheaper. I can still get Games Pass, and it was a storage size for me.
Right.
And it seems that was well founded because my friend, he plays Call of Duty, and we know Call of Duty loves to eat up your storage space.
Yes.
And every
Not-
time I was like, oh, download this, and he's like, all right, hold on, I need to install something again.
Yeah. Not only does
I
it
hate
eat up
that.
your storage, it doesn't just eat up your storage space. It also laughs at you if you want to actually play another game.
Mm.
It's like,
Yeah,
you want to install something else?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you've got Warzone installed too. Jesus.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. But as well, if I jump back to Prime Matter a second as well,
Yeah.
Painkiller.
Oh, Painkiller. Wow.
They announced then that it was like Saber and Prime Matter making a new Painkiller game.
Wow,
Yeah,
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I saw that announcement very briefly just before we had our first day chat, Kylie, and I forgot to mention it to
That'll
you.
be very cool. I am looking
Yeah.
forward to that.
That
One
was
of the
an
best
interesting property
soundtracks
they're
out
bringing back.
there.
I think a lot of companies now are looking at this whole let's try and capitalize on some nostalgia for some old series.
Yeah.
It's getting to the point where these old series can now come back in sort of a meaningful way that they feel fresh and advanced. So that's probably why we're seeing Time Splitters return, because it's like, well, the FPS genre has come on leaps and bounds since 2005.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Brent
definitely.
says Painkiller was slightly expanded on during the Coke
Oh, was it?
prime time.
The what?
Is that how you say it?
That's how you say it in America. Coke.
I've been
It's
like
not.
Koch.
It's
Yeah,
not actually. No, I've heard it various ways. I've heard Koch, Cock, and but the one that I have heard is apparently from
Cock
a German
prime time.
speaker is Co, because actually the C and H are silent.
Are they German? Because if they're American, it's Coke. But
Yeah. I'm just gonna stick with Cock every time because I just like the way it sounds. Look, honestly, how can you get through and just not say it doesn't sound awesome? Say Cock Media.
Okay, Pete, you said I had to behave, and I've been so good.
Jay, I never said this was family friendly. That was the idea that we tried to go for.
Oh, if it was pronounced as coach in the stream, then that's.
Okay. Well, we'll go
that
with
makes
coach
sense.
then. We'll go with
Yeah.
coach then.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Okay. And how dare you shout TOS at me? We're allowed to swear. I didn't say anything about that on Twitch.
Well,
Yeah, but you said I had to be good.
Yeah, I didn't say I had to be good.
I mean, Kylie, I think Pete's just getting excited because we're nearing the time.
Yeah,
I think that's
exactly.
what he's saying.
I'm overstimulated.
Yeah. But if
Look,
I still,
I am getting excited about the Xbox showcase. I'll be honest.
Not as
It's one of the.
excited as me.
Look, it's always the first conference that I usually watch at the E3 time. So it's
yeah,
like it's always for me. It's always the start of E3. Is when I watch the Microsoft conference. Is when E3 officially starts. We've had it a little bit earlier this time with a couple of other companies going first, but usually Microsoft kick off the show.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, E3 is here.
Oh.
Yeah, T-minus 1 hour and 40 minutes. Thank you, Brent. And then Jay has put, I'm more of a first class guy.
Instead of coach. There's a pun. It's one of
Oh,
Jonathan's patented puns.
oh,
I preferably business all the way.
Businesses could.
Yeah, but I've wanted to get upgraded so many times and I've tried, but that never happens.
Okay. Yes, I agree with Jonathan. T-minus too far away. So our poor listeners. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So shall we wrap this up? Because I think we've gone on long enough.
I was going to mention one more.
Yes.
You
go
go right on ahead.
Because you brought up the PS5, and that just reminded me. I mentioned it in my report on the Ubisoft conference, which everyone can go and read at Rapid Reviews right now, of course. Avatar is seemingly only coming to next gen consoles.
Yeah.
Only.
Yes.
At the end of the trailer, at the bottom, it shows the systems.
Oh,
it's
it did say
PlayStation 5,
yeah, and then
Series X, and there wasn't Xbox One. There wasn't PlayStation 4.
I'm glad
And
about that.
I thought that was interesting.
I'm glad about that because it's Microsoft did obviously state that they were going to support the older generations for roughly about 2 years after launch. So that looks like it's playing into the fact that the consoles launched in 2020, so around about 2022 they're going to phase out development of all Xbox One games. So this would seem like that this is probably a 2023 game, and that would be the case that they're not gonna. They may release it in 2022, like in Christmas period, but I think late 2023, and it won't have any version that's on PS4 or the Xbox One at all.
But I think that little detail is maybe I'm going to get excited for it. No matter what your perspective on Avatar is.
100%.
Because again, that trailer looked gorgeous as much as it was cinematic, and just to think if that was wholly next gen, this game that's coming out with that setting.
Oh yes, it's also coming to Luna and Stadia as well.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you, Jonathan, for reminding us of that. And 1 hour and 40 minutes for all of us to play Jackbox.
Sure.
I wish, but we need to have a break in between so that we're not, dying of heat exhaustion here because it is like 26 degrees.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I don't
need to
know.
get.
My underground bunker is perfectly.
Shut up! I need fresh air.
It's nice and chilly down here.
Yeah. Okay. So, I think we'll wrap this up now. So we've got a little bit of time, obviously, after all of this to discuss what the plans are going forward for the next part. But for those audio listeners, we're gonna
wrap this up for
now.
The podcast listeners.
We will get to that in a minute, Brent. We'll tell you all about that once we've just finished wrapping off the podcast section.
Wrapping up this Rapid Reviews radio. We do thank our listeners out there. You guys are very important to us, and we appreciate any time you give us your time. And we hope you will join us. Well, you can't because this is going out tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, obviously, for those that are on Twitch, hopefully you can join us for the Xbox showcase. If obviously you are listening to this, you will see there is an audio version of it.
Yes.
Because we're going to put an audio version out. We do recommend that you have the video open watching the actual showcase itself. So what we're saying, it does make sense because a lot of it is going to probably be
reaction.
Like last time's showcase was Kylie just going, "Oh my God, Halo!"
Yeah.
And you'll be like, "Yeah, they're talking about Halo, but I don't know what I'm seeing right now."
Yeah. I did. I forgot about the audio portion. It was just pure reaction. But
No, we both did. Honestly, that was
Yeah.
the first time we did it, and it was kind of a disaster,
It was
if I'm
fun,
honest.
though.
So we're gonna learn from this one.
But we do thank our Rapid Reviews writer, Ciaran, for joining us today on the podcast.
Thank you, Ciaran. Always appreciated having you on board.
I
Check...
always appreciate being on with you guys.
Let's be honest, you're always on, no matter what.
Yeah.
Whether I'm in chat with
Hey.
brother Jonathan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys.
There you go, brother Jonathan. Why
But-
does he sound like a parish member then?
I know exactly.
I mean, we've got Father Phil that came and gave me this shot.
So if you want to
Sir Phil.
go check
Papa
out.
Phil.
I'm gonna get through this ending. He sure is.
Let's just keep making really bad Phil things while she's trying to wrap up.
I'm
God,
I
Phil.
apologize to our audio listeners for the rascals that I am co-presenting with at the moment. But if you wish to see their work as I'm trying to promote them, head over to rapidreviewsuk.com, where we are we are affiliate of that, Rapid Reviews Radio. And Ciaran, while we got you, where can they find you out in the interwebs?
Well, if you want to find me, you can find me on Twitter at @McGinn, where I share occasionally my thoughts on games. I've also got a link to my personal blog there as well. And yeah, just come say hi, give me a follow, and thanks for letting us invade your ears whenever you're listening to this.
Look, if you don't close out every show now with "thanks for letting me invade your ears," then it's a new catchphrase for you, I have to say.
Thanks for letting us be in your ear holes. So
Look, I've heard a lot worse. Like one of the worst sign-offs I've ever heard is "thanks for letting us be natural."
Oh dear.
It became a joke with them after a while, which was quite funny. So.
Don't know about that one, but Pete, what about you? Where can they find you out there?
Yeah, they can find me on the interwebs, on Twitter mostly at Pete Beckett1, which is spelled BECKETT, and the number 1. I mostly troll people because that's the way I am. You've seen me on the podcast. I'm exactly the same on Twitter.
It's true. I have to agree.
Yeah. Kylie, where can they find you?
You can find me tweeting and then deleting those tweets at Kylie to Greet, KILEYTHGREET. Mine's just mental diarrhea that I put on there, so don't be looking for anything interesting.
No, what you put is interesting because it's made me learn a lot about autism.
I'm very glad about that because that is the goal, is to teach people.
Yes.
Okay, so
we're going to end the podcast section now. So.
Yes, we are going to end the podcast section now, and we will speak to you next week. Bye.
Bye. You can end the recording now, by the way.
Thus ends the podcast section.
Yeah, so
of this
you're going to want to export it as a WAV, and then you're going to upload it to your various cloud versions, and then send the link over to me, either via Google Docs or whatever.
Let's see.
WAV.
So yeah, you go to File, Export.
Sorry, streamers.
as WAV.
This is the boring stuff.
Yes, but this is what I have to do as an audio editor.
I know. It's a little behind the scenes.
Do you want to edit this week? I didn't think so.
Hey, I was on my best behavior for you.
I know you were, and then I ruined that.
Yes, you did. And now it's no holds barred. So Jonathan.
No, because I was waiting for I was getting my craziness out of the way because I know it's just going to be 2 hours of you two just going absolutely fan mentally.
I'm gonna go ham. But anyway, Jonathan.
No, I'll rein it in. Don't worry. I'll rein it in.
You might be able to, but this one in the middle of the two of us, seen on my screen, will not.
Whee! Jonathan, just stay on here. We will be broadcasting here.
Brent, I did see your comment about the meat pie, but I didn't think it was appropriate to bring it up during the podcast recording. So, hooray for your meat pie!
Oh my gosh! Look, this
There is no I in team, but there is an I in pie, as in meat pie.
There's a me in meat.
And if you didn't realise, I just quoted Shaun of the Dead.
I thought that sounded familiar. I couldn't figure out where it's from.
Yeah, it's the speech that he gives when his team leader goes off and he has to try and rally these troops that are all on their phone and just don't want to know.
Yes.
Especially the guy who keeps getting phoned up by Ed.
Yes.
You got anything? Nah, mate, I'm out.
Oh gosh. But yes, Jonathan, we will be taking a break. I won't be. I'll be sitting here trying to work on some graphics and everything.
Yes, that's fine. So
meat pies are amazing, and you're right, Brent. There's not enough of them in America.
Yeah, I love a meat pie. My mum and dad often go to the butchers and go and get a really decent meat pie from there.
I'm getting hungry.
That's why you should go and eat something.
I can't. I'm too excited.
See, I've been very tempted to dig in to these lovely muffins.
Oh, nice. What flavour?
It's just chocolate chip. Nothing.
Kieran's,
See, Pete, I'm a simple man.
Kieran's gonna eat a muffin on camera. There, I got one out. That's
gonna start an ASMR, I think.
I got it out of my system.
You just hear me scrunching up the wrapping around it.
No, not even just that. I just worry about where Kylie was trying to go with that and the fact that you deflected it with expertise.
Uh-huh.
I'm not having none of your bull crap, Kylie.
Challenge has been raised. So Jonathan had 2 cinnamon rolls. Guys, I'm back in training. I can't handle this.
So 2 cinnamon rolls for breakfast. Wow.
Oh my gosh. See,
I'm gonna be honest here. I went a bit ham this morning.
And had ham?
No, but it was a lot of pork.
Did you, Pete?
No,
did you have a lot of pork this morning?
Yeah, I did. I had bacon, sausage.
Did you have a nice sausage, Pete?
I've deserved this. I've opened the floodgates.
You didn't let me. I had to be good.
See, I had a barbecue yesterday, and Mum and Dad got these American style sausages, and they're just way too big for me.
Fair enough. Have you ever seen you seen the Marks and Spencer's one? They call them posh dogs, and they're massive, but they are delicious. Yeah, they're about a foot. They are a foot long for sure.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm glad.
I'm trying my best to
I'm glad you
I really am.
You can take a foot long, because not everyone can.
No, it's the comment as well.
Yes, I agree with Jonathan.
I dabble with the essential oils like bacon grease.
Yes.
Yes, that is an essential oil.
I'm from the American South. Bacon grease is where
Man
it's
of
at.
class.
Look, yeah, but you guys don't cook bacon correctly. You sizzle.
No, we have a different cut. We have a different cut.
Brewing it within an inch of its life.
No, we have a different cut of bacon. That's why.
Yeah, crap bacon.
I don't know. I like them both. I like them both.
Back bacon is the way to go.
I go both ways. With bacon.
That's what they all say. I think you've broken Ciaran now. Look at the guy. Look at the guy.
I'm just hibernating for a few minutes.
I eat my bacon slightly wibbly wobbly and not super crisp good. Because all I ate was crispy bacon in America, and it was can I have some real bacon now, please?
I like crispy bacon on a salad. On a sandwich, I like it a little wobbly.
It needs to be meaty.
We do meaty bacon, yes. I like bacon big, I like chunky, I like it crispy. See, I wasn't going to go all the way with that one.
Oh, yes.
Oh, dear.
I like back bacon, and I cannot lie. But...
I like big backs, and I care. Thank you for tuning in to Bacon Review Radio. Yeah, that's it. We're changing. We're just Bacon Review.
I mean,
right, today we're going to talk about American Street Key.
Yeah. We could kids bopify that and say I like Xbox and I cannot lie.
That's true.
Oh my
It's
gosh,
timely.
kids
It
bought.
fits.
Yeah, no, it's very true. No, it's very true.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny. Ah,
So,
but
right, so the plan of action is going to be this. So let me just bring the schedule up. Oh god, that Craig thing turned up again. Jesus Christ.
what? Oh, you mean in
Yeah.
Discord?
Yeah, because I've had to go into the Discord chat, and literally the first thing there is
So
like that picture of Craig.
I want to put it on a pillow.
Again, I was going to get him on the shirt.
Yeah.
I still
Please do
might.
it.
I'll have to
Get-
send you
get
one.
me.
I
You
should
need to
do
get
that.
Big Daddy Phil to do it for you.
Big Daddy Phil. See, that doesn't work. Big Daddy, it's just this. He ain't a Big Daddy. He's a father. He's a fatherly figure. He's the
Oh no,
papa.
I was making a Bioshock reference there.
Well, that'd be terrifying.
Yeah,
Someone in
exactly.
chat, if someone in chat has Photoshop Big Phil Spencer's face onto Big Daddy for us.
Oh, that'd be so good.
That's terrifying.
Did someone call
That-
Big Daddy? Yeah, there you go, Brent. No, Jonathan, there you
Oh my
go.
gosh.
Straight away. Look, do it. You are the expert.
Oh my gosh.
You could easily
on
Photoshop
Big Daddy,
Big-
and not
yeah,
the
Big-
Adam Sandler movie, the Bioshock.
No, actually, putting Phil Spencer's face on Adam Sandler's body would also be great.
Would be terrifying as well.
Mm.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
All I can
right,
think about
so-
is bacon.
Yeah, exactly. So right, the plan of action is that from about anywhere between now and 5:45, basically, we're gonna have a small break. There'll be a screen up that just says we'll be right back. Kylie's gonna mess around with a few things here and there whilst Ciaran eats, and I possibly don't. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but we will be back for 5:45 on the dot, where we will give some predictions for the Xbox and Bethesda showcase, which then is due to start at 6 o'clock. So we will go live. We will be live for that. Apparently, it's supposed to be 90 minutes, right?
Yeah, I think it's an hour and a half.
Yeah, so
With
that's
a-
gonna
with
that's
a-
gonna run us through until 7:30 BST. So not sure what
Roughly, yeah.
that would be 2:30 Eastern. So yeah, and then from 7:30 till 8 o'clock, we're gonna wrap the whole thing up. We're gonna give some impressions. You know, what we thought, what we liked, what we didn't like.
I'm gonna
That'll
be
be
a puddle
exclusive.
on the floor.
Yeah, that'll be exclusive to your Twitch watchers, you know, because we're going to keep that specifically to that, and then next week's episode will cover it in a little bit more detail. And then we're going to end the stream with a good old raid of a channel, and then we'll be done. And then you'll have a good couple of hours worth of content on your Monday morning, because I've got to spend a couple of hours editing all then, which is fine.
Wee woo.
What?
Nothing. I was doing Patrick from SpongeBob.
Oh, okay.
We call Pinhead.
Yeah, I think I might have just had a lag spike, so I didn't hear what you'd said. So
We were...
Apparently they're making a Patrick spin-off show, which I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know about
I feel
that.
badly about that.
Like, I love Patrick, don't get me wrong, but
me
Patrick
too.
needs SpongeBob.
And SpongeBob needs Patrick.
They're lovers.
Patrick was always a supplementary idiot
Yeah.
to SpongeBob.
Yes.
Look, we need a Gary show. That's it.
It'll just be meow.
Exactly. What kind
Oh,
of
God.
weird escapades could he get himself into this week?
Well, he's a snail, and
There you go.
he can a lot
Yeah.
of things.
Yeah, so roughly about an hour for the break. So between 4:45 and 5:45 BST, which is like 12:45 to 1:45 Eastern Standard Time. I believe.
Yes.
I want to say. No, it's not. 4:45. So that'd be 11:45. Yeah, 11:45 to 12:45.
Yeah, I'll let you do that math.
Shut up. You should know. You're American.
I'm Central,
Don't care.
so for me
You're
it'll be different. American.
Yeah, you're American. You should know your time zones. I have one time zone in this entire country, across our entire nation. So, hi, Ciaran. We're on the same time zone.
So am I.
Hi, Kylie. We're on the same time.
Ireland's the same.
I'm too busy photoshopping to care about the time zone fight. Brilliant. Thanks. Texas and California don't have the same time zone. No, they
Thank
don't.
you,
I'm aware of
Nana.
that. Yes,
Thank
I
you.
am aware that its Pacific Standard is
My
8 hours
defender.
for California, and Texas is 6 hours because it's mountain or
Central.
central. Yeah,
To be fair, I think Texas has 2 time zones, but
yeah, because there's one part of it is 6 and one part is 7.
because it's massive.
Yeah, you were in East Texas, so that
Yep.
means you were on the old Central Time,
I'm
whereas
with the rednecks.
whereas all the hipsters, oh, 7 hours.
Oh dear. Well, everyone admire Kieran's shirt because it's coming.
It's coming.
It is coming.
And if you got a good night's sleep last night, maybe look in your drawers, your wardrobes. We have one.
I wasn't good
No,
this year.
I woke up this morning and I didn't see Phil drop me presents, so
No.
it's not gaming Christmas yet.
Snow fill droppings.
God. Oh God. Oh my God.
I was going to paint one
Oh, dear.
Xbox on my face and then wear blue lipstick for Cortana, but it would be
There's
my
still-
luck.
Cortana's evil now.
There's still time.
No,
Like,
they.
We hate Katana now. She's evil.
No.
We hate her.
That's a broken one that doesn't exist, and they're gonna give him a new one because the serial number on the AI thing was one number up. So
From what we've seen so far, they may have just retconned her out entirely. Because apparently this is maybe a soft reboot. Who knows?
Yeah, that is very
you
true.
can't
actually.
have Halo without Master Chief and Cortana.
Halo
You
Reach,
can.
Well,
ODST.
it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same.
Halo ODST was good.
Kieran's frozen.
I know, yeah.
I know.
I love the pose as well. It's
Oh
brilliant.
no!
There we go.
No,
There we
you're
go.
good. You're good.
Ah!
No, it was. You were stuck in the best pose ever. It was like,
Yeah, I can see it. My stream's a little behind.
no, it's fine. The streams are always behind anyway.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh, Brent also mentioned Halo Wars,
Halo Wars still did have an AI in it though.
but it wasn't Cortana.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
And it's not real Halo.
I want Master Chief and Cortana together. They belong together. I don't care if it's a new AI. Since the serial number does go up one, it means it probably is a new Cortana AI. But they could just put her memories in there.
They could very easily do that.
And then she
And I would-
can put it
and I-
in his
and-
head and life is good.
I know, and I wish I knew what the hell you were talking about.
Well, in the back of all the Spartans, and
There's a
Pete-
serial number.
no, the Spartans, let's go back. Okay, so the Spartans were children who were kidnapped at a younger age, and clones were left, and they were kidnapped by Dr. Halsey and Lieutenant Garcia, and
Sure.
taken to planet, I believe it was Planet Reach, where they were raised as super soldiers, and given super soldier serum, and then John, who became Master Chief, as we know him,
Yeah.
was the fastest and the bestest. And
So
smart.
basically, Darwin the shit out of it.
Yeah, and he his bones hurt and everything because he had to grow and it was bad, it was terrible, and so then they got him the armor and that helped with his bones, and then Dr. Halsey put herself into an AI who became Cortana. So
Okay.
Go on.
Look, no, this question here, like I'm just waiting for the right time to do it. Is do I want Walker's shortbread for dessert or no? I would say absolutely you should, yes.
freaking
Oh my god. Guys, you may want to check the
to
video.
the Discord.
what?
Yeah,
Wait.
look, go into video content on the Discord.
Oh dear. Okay. hold on.
Wow.
Yes.
What a
Wait, I'm coming.
Oh, that's so good, Jonathan.
Movie,
Brilliant.
movie,
I love
movie.
it. I love it.
Well, I think that's going to be our podcast art. So.
Yeah. Did anyone see the meme that's going around? You know, the episode 2 Attack of the Clones one that's been done to death already?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Why is that
the best,
a thing
yeah,
again?
the best one I've seen is the transparent one.
Yeah.
This is a transparent PNG, right?
Yeah, I like
It's a
Yeah.
that one.
transparent PNG,
Yeah,
right?
but
it's just
yeah,
like covered.
overlaps with another one. Yeah.
I like that.
I want Kieran to take Walkers or not. As the Scotsman, I believe you need to answer this question.
Walkers is in the crisps.
Yeah,
No, the
no,
shortbread.
the
No, if he was talking about Walker's crisp because I'm American, it would be Lay's.
yeah,
See, I'm going to be honest, I'm not a crisp man myself.
yes.
When I do eat crisps, it's
Fair play.
it's Pringles. It's
Oh,
Pringles
yeah.
for me.
Oh,
Yeah, it's because you
Pringles.
can't stop, you know.
Once you pop, you can't stop.
See, I've been getting better at stopping myself from eating a full tub of Pringles.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
that's so hard.
I
No,
have
that's
stopped
so hard
myself.
to do.
That's
It's
see,
so hard.
I can't have them. I'm in training, and also shortbread is
Yeah.
amazing. I can't have that.
I would say if you can't. Brent's just said still not answering my question. Come on.
I study politics, so I'm very good at dodging answers.
I love it. I love it.
Or dodging
I love it.
He's done
questions,
it
sorry.
again. I love it, mate. I'll be
Oh,
honest here.
so
Like,
good.
yes, okay, Walker's is a good kind of shortbread, but I would say probably.
It's the only one the Americans get is Walkers.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
'Cause I mean, the
It's
M&S
super
ones
expensive.
are absolutely amazing.
We only get Walkers over in America.
Yeah. I was going to say Patterson's as well. Patterson's are like a cheaper
Oh, yeah.
brand. They're not bad, actually, but
See,
I think the M&S ones are like superior.
when it comes to shortbread, I don't like it too biscuity, if that makes sense. I like it kind of softer,
Oh,
Yeah.
It's just-
It's-
sugar on top. Oh,
Oh, gosh.
That's why the M&S ones
I'm
are best. They're like the
dying.
perfect consistency. Like,
I have to eat a duck.
Kieran's face. Oh my god. That is the look of what the. Are you
I
talking
do hope not a live one.
No, not this time.
No, I went down my local pond and sent her one.
No, I
Is
actually.
there a Pete wading through a pond just with his hand in? I'm fishing out ducks.
This got weird really quickly. So should we go for a break before we all die of laughter?
Ah, yes. So.
A whole duck, impressive, yeah.
Yeah, I mostly just.
I was
eat
pretty
skin.
impressed when I managed to get that in the parcel.
Yeah, it was
Whilst it was still alive.
Still quacking when it showed up at my door.
When I took it to the
feathers
post
just
office, it was
going.
still flapping. Like you could see its wings moving inside the parcel.
There's feathers coming off of it.
I still just can't get the image of Pete like fucking Jason Voorhees marching out the lake with a duck in hand.
Oh my gosh, Jonathan says
Jonathan, you need to animate that. You need to do an animation of it.
this is not the Untitled Grease game you expected.
No, it's a sequel. Untitled Goose Killer.
Oh my gosh. Yes. So for our lovely listeners, I'm going to put. Okay, so I'm going to. I'm going
dying.
to end the stream for 2 seconds so that I can put the "Be right back" sign up.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we will
So
be right back.
we'll see you back here in about an hour's time.
All right, y'all. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. A little bit longer than 2 seconds.